But before that, there is a new Scout leader in charge of 500,000 young people across the UK. Adventurer Dwayne Fields has been announced as the latest Chief Scout, a role which can be traced all the way back to the organisation's founder.
The Chief Scout, Lord Baden-Powell, visits Ceylon in the course of his world tour.
Well, this was way back in the 1930s, and things have moved along since the days of the man known to members as BP. Today, it was announced the first Black Briton to reach the North Pole. Dwayne Fields will take on the role, following in the footsteps of Bear Grylls. And I am delighted to say that Dwayne joins us now. Congratulations, Dwayne. You were a scout yourself, weren't you? What did it do for you, being a scout as a boy, and how does it now feel to be the chief?
Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you for having me on. And it's an absolute honour, is a simple way of putting it in terms of how it feels. I was in Cubs myself. I remember walking into that Cub Scout group in North London way back when I was 7 years old. It seems like a long time now, but many of the lessons I learned in that Scout, how to, friendship, a place to belong. We talk about them as if they're soft skills, the skills for life, patience, resilience. I learnt those lessons in that Scout hut, and I've applied them at various moments throughout my life. And I think it's fair to say that without those lessons in Scouts, I wouldn't be here today standing as Chief Scout of the UK.
Because you were quite shy, weren't you, as a boy? You came to a new country when you were little, and things around you were sometimes quite tough.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure some of the listeners right now will remember, will think back to when they were younger. I was a very shy young kid. I was anxious. Lots of things about the UK frightened me. I was coming from rural Jamaica, where it felt like a very different world. And because of that anxiety and because of the shyness and my nerves around talking to people, I struggled to make friends. And when I walked into that Scout hut, like I said, I found a place to belong. Equally, one of my best friends to this day is a friend I met in school, but I truly made friends with in Scouts.
I think we're going to have a look at some pictures in a second of you being invested yesterday. Really lovely pictures. What do you want to achieve in your tenure as Chief?
Well, Scouts have been growing steadily over the past 12 or so years. The only 2 years where there was a slight lull was during COVID. And I want to keep that going. That's a great foundation to build on. Our previous Chief Scout, Bear Grylls, did an amazing job in enthusing and inspiring people. I want to keep that going. But what I want to do is I really want to reach new communities and bring more people who might not think Scouting is for them into the movement. Whether that's as a volunteer or as members. We've got 500,000 plus members across the country at the moment. We've got 145,000 plus amazing volunteers. I want nothing more than to increase the number of volunteers and members, because there's one key thing that we do have as Scouts. Our growth, in a way, we're a victim of our own success. We've got 107,000 young people on waiting lists right across the country as we speak. And the only way we can bring that down is by encouraging more people from more backgrounds, more places, regardless of postcode, regardless of colour, religion, or any other thing that might divide us, to get involved and volunteer to support young people in their areas.
Dwayne, the Scouts hasn't always been in the headlines recently for such nice things. There have been concerns about safeguarding on adventures in recent years. What do you say to parents who might be a little bit worried?
I'd say this, Scouts it's safe. It's a safe place for young people to learn those important skills for life. It's a safe place for 500,000 young people to meet every single week. We've got a robust vetting system. We've got a robust health and safety system in place. Sorry, I'm hearing a squeak, but everything about Scouting is safe. Our aim is to get young people out, active and into nature, because that's where we believe that you're going to become the best version of yourself. My experience in Scouting has led me to so many positive things, and I want other young people to experience that as well. I've been on adventures around the world, and it started when I was a kid. And I think every single young person, regardless of where they are in the country, whether it's urban or rural, deserve to go on their own adventures and learn to challenge themselves and rise above those challenges.
Dwayne, absolutely well said. And sorry for the squeak. Thank you, Dwayne.
No, it's absolutely fine.
Thank you. Bye-bye.